First, welcome to our game. This is a game made by Sylvia, Will, Ryan and Lorcan for our game development portfolio project. It's a game that we spent quite a bit of time in trying to get things right and to make a prototype that we are happy with. This is, as you can see, some initial designs and drawings of our UI. Things have radically changed since then, which we will discuss later, but this is a 3D action adventure platformer game which is called Barbarian. Our character's name is called Barbarian as well, just to mention. Though that may change later, we haven't quite considered that. So I want to talk a little bit about our menu. The menu has different buttons, which you will see shortly. These will change, the images of these buttons will change as you click or hover the mouse over. This is achieved by simple call-out functions and events from scripts, such as public functions. We've also created a tutorial in the beginning of our game, in the beginning area, which just gives the basic skills needed for the players to survive in our games. These are basic things like jump, how to move around and things like that, and are achieved by simply entering with your character player into a trigger box, and then the on-trigger function checks the name of the character. If it is player, then you can simply get these messages pop up. Once you exit this trigger, the messages are deleted, so they won't play again if you come back and enter the trigger. You will see here the first interaction with our enemy. Now, attacks are achieved by our player by checking the collision between the hammer and the enemy. And if there is collision happening, then at that point you will see call out for health of the enemy, which takes a damage. And similarly, the enemy, when attacks the player, if in close range, plays the animation to take damage, which will take damage from the player. As you can see here, there's a puzzle, so it's simply just pushing the box. You also see some chests, which again happen to work with the trigger. So once you get close enough, the trigger will open the box, a coin will come out and the player should be able to pick it up, as you can see, and we'll add it to the inventory. Next you'll see a little gate which opens the hub, and this opens up by again the collision between the hammer and this lever. Once you open it up, you'll be able to see the village hub. This is the pause menu. We don't have it working quite yet, but we do want to update it in our term 2. This is our dialog box, which again works with the trigger. It'll disable the dialog once you click OK, and it will spawn a key. Keys are a really important part of our gameplay mechanics. You need to collect keys to be able to open gates around the hub, which will lead you to different areas and levels in our world. This is the adventure area, which is situated next to the hub, and is kind of the first area where there's some danger happening. You'll encounter here these archer range type enemy units, which will launch arrows at you by finding the player's health and calculated the distance between the range of the weapon and player. There are honing arrows, which I will want to change probably, and also probably disable how long they stay active in the world. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll take some questions now.